Good morning, everyone, from my beautiful camp here in Colorado. I have incredible views. I will show you more of that in the near future. However, today we are getting ready to go on an awesome adventure. It's something that I have never done before and something that I have wanted to do. So I'm very excited. Right now we're going to be heading down to Durango and our adventure will start there. I gave it away in the opening scene. We were riding a train today. This is not just any old train, however. This train harkens back to days of the past and includes absolutely mind-blowing scenery. Okay, we have made it down to Rockwood, Colorado, not Durango, as it turns out. We will be picking up a steam train here that goes from Durango to Silverton, Colorado, and I am super excited because I've never even ridden a train. So this will be amazing. We have our friends Steve and Jane that actually hooked us up with these tickets. I met them about a week ago at the Vallecito Reservoir area. They recognized me from the channel, and we are fastly becoming friends, and they hooked us up. So I could not be more excited. This should be an epic trip. I hear it's absolutely stunning, and I'm taking you all along. These hand signals are used to notify the conductor to stop the train. Instead of boarding in Durango, Steve opted to have us board at Rockwood Depot because it would cut out the portion of traveling through the city and get us right into the good stuff. The Durango and Silverton Narrow Gauge Railroad is a 3-foot narrow gauge heritage railroad that operates on 45.2 miles of track between Durango and Silverton. The railway is a federally designated Natural Historic Landmark and was also designated by the American Society of Civil Engineers as a Historic Civil Engineering Landmark in 1968.
Don't drain themselves trying to find the signal. We'll be losing here very soon, and we'll not see again until we get to Silverton. Worst part is, we do not have a way to charge your phone on the train. Phone goes dead. You're on luck to do.
The route was originally opened in 1882 by the Denver and Rio Grande Western Railroad to transport silver and gold ore mined from the San Juan Mountains. The line from Durango to Silverton has run continuously since 1881, although it is now a tourist and heritage line hauling passengers and is one of the few places in the U.S. which has continuous use of steam locomotives. There are various cars to choose from when purchasing tickets for the train. We were in an open-air gondola car which afforded us amazing views on both sides. steam train, we have to stop occasionally to refill with water. We've stopped twice already. This is the second time. Real quick, I want to interrupt this awesome tour of the San Juan Mountains to talk about my awesome favorite daily habit, AG1. So I just traveled from California to Colorado, and being on the road as often as I am, it's very difficult and challenging to get the nutrients my body needs daily. AG1 makes it too easy with one scoop to cover my nutritional bases while traveling. I never leave without a few of these convenient travel packs, either tucked away in my purse, backpack, truck, or somewhere. AG1 includes 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, and whole food source nutrients to support optimal health of the brain, body, and gut. From heavy metals to pesticides, AG1 is tested for hundreds of contaminants and impurities and is also NSF certified for sport. I drink AG1 because I feel better when I do. I feel more energized, I feel more focused, less stressed, and my gut feels better too. People ask me all the time about the taste, and I really enjoy the taste. It's got kind of a fruity, pineapple-y, vanilla flavor that I really enjoy. It goes down super easy, and I like the smell too. When I open up a travel pack or the canister, I can smell it right away, and I really enjoy the smell. Only nutrients your body can use will nourish you. The best ingredients are easily absorbed, potent, and nutrient dense enough to deliver the benefits they're supposed to. AG1 sources vitamins and minerals in a form your body can absorb easily, allowing you to get the most out of the nutrients you take in. If you'd like to try AG1 for yourself, and I highly recommend it, go ahead and click that link below or scan the QR code here, and they will send you 5 free travel packs and a bottle of D3K2 with your first subscription. Thank you once again to AG1 for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the tour of these beautiful San Juan Mountains. If you choose to take the train round trip, the ride is 3.5 hours each way, but with all the beautiful scenery, it goes by quick. Just about to pull into Silverton. We were on the steam train, which in September of 2024 runs from $105 to $230 round trip, depending on your car and seat. There is also a diesel train option and options to go one way and utilize a bus or van for your return. I will leave a link to the website below. Okay, we are now walking the streets of Silverton. We will probably grab a bite to eat. It's a charming Old West type town. Much of the buildings here are very old, original architecture, original buildings, surrounded by these beautiful San Juan mountains. It's absolutely gorgeous. We were able to do a little sightseeing in Silverton before we noticed the weather was taking a turn for the worse. Wait for it. Rather than give you a tour of the town during this layover, I returned to Silverton a little further ahead in this video for a complete tour in better weather. Stay tuned. The weather has changed rapidly, very quickly. It's raining, windy, dust flying everywhere. We're gonna try to find a place to go grab some lunch.
It's okay. I would just go. I would just the black.
Better hurry, cat. You're gonna get wet. You're gonna get wet.
We ran into an eatery called El Bandito, formerly the Bent Elbow. The atmosphere was quaint and the food excelente. I had some of the best carne asada tacos that I've ever had anywhere. I had the carne asada tacos with homemade tortillas and Chihuahua cheese. They are excellent.
All right, this is the carne asada burrito. Look at that, baby. Ooh, look at that meat.
We just had an amazing lunch there at El Bandito, and we only have 2 hours here in Silverton. We have to get back on the train to head back to Durango. So we really didn't have much time other than to eat and then head back. However, I will be visiting Silverton in the future and share more about this amazing town with you. We had some sunshine while we were eating, however, it is raining again, just in time for us to take off on the train. For the ride back, I picked up the camera very little to just sit back and enjoy the ride and the beautiful scenery.
Thank you guys. Pleasure, guys. Pleasure's all mine. Yeah, we'll be out here as soon as y'all are off.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Well, it is a couple days after the train ride, and as you can see, there are blue skies behind me. As I mentioned during that ride, we were only given about 2 hours in Silverton before we had to hop back on the train and back down to the depot. That crazy storm came through, and the majority of that time was spent in the restaurant having lunch, just avoiding the storm. I kind of felt like I gypped you guys out on a tour of that amazing, historic, charming little town. So the plan for today, since my camp isn't too far, is to head back over to Silverton and give you guys a more extensive tour. So let's do it. The views of Silverton on the drive-in were incredible, as were the fall colors coming in mid-September. Silverton is a statutory town that is the county seat, the most populous community, and the only incorporated municipality in San Juan County, Colorado. The town is located in a remote part of the western San Juan Mountains, a range of the Rocky Mountains. The first mining claims were made in mountains above the Silverton in 1860, near the end of the Colorado Gold Rush and when the land was still controlled by the Utes. Silverton was established shortly after the Utes ceded the region in the 1873 Bruneau Agreement, and the town boomed from silver mining until the Panic of 1893 led to the collapse of the silver market, and boomed again from gold mining until the recession caused by the Panic of 1907. The entire town is included as a federally designated National Historic Landmark District, the Silverton Historic District. Originally called Baker's Park, Silverton sits on a flat area of the Animas River Valley and is surrounded by steep peaks. Most of the peaks surrounding Silverton are 13ers, the highest being Storm Peak at 13,487 feet. The town is less than 15 miles from 7 of Colorado's 53 14ers and is known as one of the premier gateways into the Colorado backcountry. Silverton's last operating mine closed in 1992, and the community now depends primarily on tourism and government remediation and preservation projects. Silverton is well known because of the Durango and Silverton Narrow Gauge Railroad, a former mine train that is now a National Historic Landmark. Inside this charming town, there are many unique and tasty eateries, as well as lodging options and also an RV park. Outside of town are world-class Jeep and hiking trails. There is loads of public land for free camping and also Forest Service camping for a fee. We popped into the Avalanche Brewing Company for some tasty wraps before heading back to camp. I hope you enjoyed this look at just a small portion of what the San Juan Mountains have to offer. I had a blast on my first ever train ride, seeing the absolutely stunning backcountry via rail. I would like to once again thank Steve and Jane for the very kind invitation. I would highly recommend the train if you ever find yourselves in this area. It's a little bit pricey, but I would gladly pay to do it again. It is worth every penny. Also be sure not to miss the charming town of Silverton. I am so thankful that these historic places still exist for us to enjoy today. I thank you so much for joining me. As always, I appreciate you coming along. I appreciate your support, and make sure you stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you soon, everybody. Bye-bye.